Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today as we give you video number 1. Out of 1? Nah. Out of 2. Out of 2. You guys are going to get a double upload once again on here today. Make sure you guys are here later on for video number 2 as we see what happens from now up until later. Any talking points and whatnot. Make sure you guys are here to be here. Make sure you are subscribed. Hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. And if you do enjoy this, do not forget smash that like button. It does actually help a lot, so much appreciated. Now, socials are on screen. Make sure you're following Insta, X and TikTok, and they are in the description. Click over there, you'll be headed directly and you can follow. Much appreciated. Let's get cracking. This video, yesterday night, video number 2, I told you guys that we were going to talk about the Ballon d'Or, right? We were going to talk about the Ballon d'Or because there were some things that I had to say, right? The video is there, it's just not here, right? So a little change of plan, but don't worry, you get to hear exactly what I've had to say on the Ballon d'Or. Just click here. That's it. Click here, you'll be directed to that video where I go in depth on the Ballon d'Or. Not just myself either, Mr. George Benson too. We both discuss Haaland, Messi, Ballon d'Or, Copa trophy in terms of the young ones that are nominated for that trophy. The whole and we even mention Enzo Fernandez because I feel like he deserves a mention. He's not been nominated and that is absolutely criminal. So there's a whole context of things over on that video. Make sure you check it out. You'll get to hear exactly what I have to say on Erling Haaland versus Lionel Messi for the 2023 Ballon d'Or. Who deserves it? Who's going to get it? Click over there and find out. Much appreciated. Now, we've got other bits of news, and I feel like this story that has come out this morning needs attention, and we need to discuss this, because as much as we were talking about Ben Chilwell yesterday, and him playing at left wing, and how that's not going to help anybody, and how it needs to be abandoned immediately, even though right now it seems like we're not going to abandon it, and it seems like we're going to stick with it, and we bloody hell, I hope not, I hope we don't, but it seems like Poch is going to, and that needs to be addressed. We spoke about that yesterday, but one of the reasons why, and I believe it's happening, is because we right now seem like we are scared of actually using Mudryk. Poch seems like he's hesitant in terms of using Mudryk, and should we be? Should we maybe give him a run of games? Should we maybe see what can happen if he builds up some consistency? Or is he really underperforming to the point where Poch is thinking, I don't know what to do, I'm just going to stick Chilwell left wing? There was the point about experience and that we haven't really gone to experience. I've not addressed this. I was away, by the way, and I read, and I only gave you the preview and the review for the Nottingham Forest game when I was out on holiday, but I read and I couldn't believe it. Apparently, yeah, I know a lot of you guys know about this, but apparently the reports were saying Chelsea were only identifying players that were 25 years old and younger, even though Poch made it clear that he wanted some experience. I hope we're not getting into a situation here where we're just not going to do what the manager wants. I hope that's not the case, please. But is Poch using Chilwell at left wing because he's experienced? I hope not. I really hope not. Right now, look, experience doesn't really matter in the context of things. When you look at someone who's got experience and doesn't really deliver, what's the point? When you've got someone that's fresh and young and new and has the talent, he's got to play. So is Mudryk in that bubble? Is Mudryk part of that class, right? Let's get into the latest, because there's been news about Mudryk today. Is he focusing on the wrong things? Let's get into it. Here it is. Chelsea have told Mudryk to tone down the gym work amid concerns he is overdoing it. This came from The Athletic, and the whole article was released today. Here it is. Mykhailo Mudryk deserves some patience at Chelsea, but will he get it? And the article goes on to describe him that at Cobham, he is focusing a lot of time in the gym rather than actually on the pitch, even though he's training. But aside from training, he finds himself in the gym. Now, let's get into more detail and I'll tell you what I think. Here it is. A source around Chelsea and close to Mykhailo Mudryk says he wants to be better. People need to leave him alone. He is a nice lad. He will be in the gym at the training ground before and after normal drills. He loves it. He will do what Chelsea ask him to do training-wise, but will always find the time for extra gym work. Players notice he is committed. And this goes to show one of the pictures on the left where he was pretty thin, and the one on the right where he is, I believe, at Chelsea. That is at Chelsea, it looks like, and he's definitely a little bit bigger. As a winger, look, I want to clarify the situation. As a winger, it's important that you hit the gym, you get some size on you. Eden Hazard was a prime example. He came, he got bullied from time to time, had one summer, put on some muscle, and boom. Centre of gravity got lower, got sharper, got more explosive, and he was actually strong enough to be able to protect the ball at times when he had to protect the ball. You have to be strong as a winger, but not at the expense of what you have to do on the pitch. I hope Mudryk, and look, he's around professionals, he's around some of the world's leading sports scientists and physios and medical staff, you'd think, at Chelsea Football Club, but he's around some pretty elite knowledge, right? They should know if he's overdoing it, if he's overworking, if he's training too hard. They would know. Because he has to be careful here. As much as working hard is key, you have to give time to recovery. Let's put this into context. Ronaldo is someone who works. But one key thing and one key element that he gives so much time to isn't actually the amount of training he puts in, it's the amount of recovery he puts in. That's key. For anyone that trains, training is important, but recovery is just as important as the training. If you're overtraining, you're going to do damage to yourself. If you're overtraining, you're not going to see the results as you would if you actually gave more time to your recovery, if you focused on your recovery. So it's absolutely key that he's not overtraining here. I've got a slight feeling that he might be overtraining. I feel like he's probably giving a bit too much. But I'd like to think Chelsea would be on top of that. And maybe they are now. Maybe this is it. Maybe them telling him to tone it down is them noticing that you're overtraining. Maybe. That could be the answer as to why we've seen performances that we've seen. Because there has to be an element here. You're training on the pitch. You're going for your training sessions, normal, on the ball, off the ball and whatnot. Your normal sessions. One session away from that in the gym is enough. To go before and after is overdoing it. You're overtraining. You're killing yourself. I understand the commitment and wanting to get in there and really see the results, but you have to give time to recovery. It's good to spend time in the water. It's good to spend time with some aerobics. It's good to spend time just relaxing, cycling, light cycling, incline walking. Things like that are things that can aid your recovery. Instead of just going in the gym and just lifting, like you're going to kill yourself here. As a winger, it's key. You have to give time to your training, and I would rather much he dedicates time to on the pitch training away from the training session rather than the gym. He's in good size. He looks like he's in good shape. Mate, you don't need more shape. Weight training is just all about strength, resistance, and aesthetic, if I'm being completely honest. If you want to be able to be a sharper winger, now you've got good size, you've got good, I hope, good strength. You need to work on the ball, your speed, your acceleration, your pace, your dribbling. Those things are the ones that you need to get a hold of, because right now the performances that we're seeing, he's lacking those. So I hope he's dedicating enough time off the pitch, not off the pitch, away from the scheduled training sessions to that. Frank Lampard was a key example. Frank Lampard was someone that away from the training session would just stay at the training ground, would stay on the pitch and keep working. Ronaldo, same example. Session's finished, all right, not in the gym. He's maybe done his gym work, or maybe he will do the gym work. But before the session or after the session, all right, get the ball, free kicks, drills, individual drills. You got to do things on your own on the ball. That's what Mudryk, I feel like, needs to focus on. Here's more in relation to Mudryk. Chelsea have told Mykhailo Mudryk to tone the gym work down a little due to concerns he is overdoing it. This is not a phase he is going through. He was already regularly exercising like this at Shakhtar Donetsk. They were accustomed to him working with heavy weights and powerlifting. Mudryk sees it as helping his stamina and physical readiness. Now look, as much as I want to agree that yes, that does aid some stamina and physical readiness, this is the Premier League. The way you're going to aid your stamina is making sure you are non-stop running. Well, not non-stop running, but you're on the training pitch executing extra work there. That's how you're going to remain sharp in the Premier League. Because the Premier League isn't just all about, making sure that you're weightlifting constantly. No, weightlifting is important. Absolutely. It's resistance and it's strength. But your stamina comes from the amount of movement that you're doing. So, I agree with Chelsea here. If he's overdoing it, I'm glad that they're going to get attention to it and get him to calm it down a little bit. I honestly think this is why we're seeing the performances from Mudryk. He needs to focus more in terms of how he's going to build chemistry with his teammates, how he's going to be sharper on the ball, his decision making on the ball, his shooting and passing, his movement, his acceleration, his sharpness from A to B and coming back to A, being able to get past defenders. Those sort of drills is what he needs to work on. One gym session with weights, not a problem, but no more. No more. And I say that a day. Maybe every couple of days. You don't need to be lifting weights every single day. I would recommend, if you're training at that level, honestly, 3-4 times a week in the gym with some weight work, done. That's it. You don't need more. You're going to kill yourself if you think of doing more than 4. So I hope this is going to be addressed. Let me know your thoughts down below. Now, some news, extra news. Here it is. Chelsea asked about Nottingham Forest striker Taiwo Awoniyi 48 hours before the deadline. Man, you know what's crazy? He actually had good impact in the Nottingham Forest game. But look, why? Why did we ask about this guy? Why? Oh, no disrespect to Taiwo, but why? Come on, like we should be. There's levels here, man. There's levels. I'm not going to say much. At Chelsea Football Club, there's a certain level that you should be aiming for. You know, I don't feel like this is it. This is similar to when we were linked with Brennan Johnson. Like, realistically, not there. Not there yet. Good player, but not there yet. Anyway. JT. I spoke about JT yesterday. Well, we've got news. Check this out. John Terry has verbally agreed to become head coach at Saudi side Al Shabab FC. That's from Sky Sports. Unreal. Looks like JT is going to be heading out to Saudi to become manager out there. Good luck. I'm going to be looking forward to that. Al Shabab, come on, Al Shabab. Going to be wearing that shirt just for JT. Now, I hope he gets the bag, gets some managerial experience. It's a good trial and error for management out there, if I'm being completely honest. He's not managed. So it's probably a good starting point for him, just to get a feel for it, see if he likes it or not. And if he does, he can maybe pursue more later on, instead of the reverse, like a Gerrard who's gone to Aston Villa and tried to make it and now he's failed, he's gone to Saudi. That's not a good look. In terms of a career, money is great, but in terms of a career, probably not the best move. For JT, he's not managed yet. He's got nothing to lose. So I feel like this could work out for him. Give him a taste, see if he likes it, see if he's got his mannerisms, his ways, his methods, should I say, in place. And if he does want to pursue further, then great. At least he's got some experience on the CV. So this would do JT really good. I hope he does well out there, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. Now, talking about JT, someone tried to mention JT on Twitter, and he responded. Then Fulham responded to him. Check this out. So JT responded to someone tweeting about him, saying, I have won more trophies since I retired than Fulham have in 50 years. One team in London and it will never be Fulham. I mean, that's an absolute... He's right. It's an absolute par. Poor Fulham. But Fulham responded with this. There's not much Fulham can say apart from that, really. They know he's right. And they've just gone, ooh. You know, which is the correct response. Yeah, ooh. JT is saying that. There is only one team in London. We're not really showing it right now, but it's true. There is only one. Sorry, Arsenal. Now, let's move to more Saudi news. The transfer window in Saudi ends today. So anyone looking to try and get one last deal with Habibi, go and get it done today. Well, this is a surprising one. Check this out. We got news. So Al Ittifaq are set to launch an 11th hour bid to sign Jadon Sancho on loan. We've had Sam C345 confirm this by saying Al Ittifaq set to make a late loan move for Manchester United's Jadon Sancho ahead of Saudi window closing, according to reports below. This is pretty significant. It's actually mad how Sancho could end up going on loan. On loan to Saudi, not even a buy, on loan. Even Saudi have gone, we're not so sure about this guy. We want to maybe just try him. We will try him out and we see. If he play well, we buy. If he doesn't play well, we throw back. Get him on loan. You know, it's actually mad. Sancho, what a drop-off. What an absolute, the way that it's just gone so downhill for Jadon Sancho and what he should be capable of. Unbelievable. So, yeah, Sancho possibly heading out on loan too. Al Ittifaq, Steven Gerrard, FC. Damari Gray from Everton's gone there, so he'll find him there. Steven Gerrard looking like he's actually assembling quite a decent team out there. But will Sancho go out on a loan? I feel like it's actually good for him. Crazily enough, it's actually good for him, just for him to keep playing some football. He's not going to get it at United. And now, obviously, we're hearing about the whole spat between Sancho and Erik ten Hag, relationships going out the window, people being accused of lying. I feel like it's best if he goes. If he just stays at Man United, he's not going to play. So this is a lifesaver. The transfer window's shut. There isn't anywhere else to go except to Saudi. Go and get the bag. Even if it's for 1 year, and then I reckon that he'll end up moving on from Manchester United anyway. So let me know your thoughts. Do you think he should go? Do you think he should stay? Do you think he's right in terms of this Man United saga with Erik ten Hag, or do you think Erik ten Hag is in the wrong? Let me know down below. Much appreciated. Now, before we end, I've not spoken about this guy for quite some time, properly. And we're going to mention, because the boys gave everything, and that's life. Here it is. Graham Potter has declined the chance to replace Laurent Blanc as Lyon head coach. 48-year-old approach plus top target for Lyon. Saw as appealing but decided not the right time to return. Continues to evaluate future after leaving Chelsea. Man, it's a sticky situation for Graham Potter, I'm not going to lie. Why? Because Brighton, right, were probably at one point thinking, the Brighton fans, we should have kept Graham Potter. Graham Potter, if everyone's saying, if only Graham Potter stayed at Brighton. But now you're looking at the Brighton fans going, you know what, thank God he left. Because we love De Zerbi. And rightfully so. We had our spat with Brighton and De Zerbi and all of that. But look, logic is logic and honesty is honesty. De Zerbi is killing it at Brighton. And Brighton could not have done any better than getting rid of Graham Potter and getting themselves De Zerbi. It's worked out absolutely beautifully for them. So they're happy without him. It hasn't worked at Chelsea. Chelsea have moved on from him. Man, what does Graham Potter do? It's looking sticky. I think there's one opportunity for Graham Potter, and even now, before I would have said yes, and even now I'm like, nah, you know what, I'm not so sure. And that's the England job. The England job, we know Southgate's leaving after the Euros. Would Graham Potter take the England job? At one point I would have gone yes, but now I'm thinking, not so sure. Not so sure, mate, not so sure. I don't want to be hearing us get into the flipping, I don't know, some point in a competition, the Euros or the World Cup, we lose and I hear Graham Potter go, the lads gave everything. I swear, if I hear that one more time. So, what does he do? What does he do? I feel like this would have been a good opportunity for him. The French league is a little easier. Lyon are not expected to win Ligue 1 all the time. PSG are there, There are good teams there that are looking to try and get to that level. Strasbourg. Lyon, I feel like, would have been good for him. But he's turned it down. So where should he go? What should he do? Or should he just call it a day? Is management over for him? Let me know down below. Much appreciated. And there we are. That ends video number 1 out of 2 for today. Make sure you guys are there later on for video number 2, like I've already told you about. And to be here for that, you may have to make sure you're subscribed. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit the like button if you have enjoyed this. Don't forget the video on shootout in regards to the Ballon d'Or. Erling Haaland versus Lionel Messi. Who deserves it? Who will get it? Go and hear my thoughts as well as George's thoughts over there. Much appreciated. And don't forget, check out the socials. They are on screen for you right now. My personal socials and the channel's socials. Make sure you are following both. Obviously, my personal ones is where you're getting a lot more of me, and the channel ones is where you're just getting, things related to the channel. So make sure you're hitting all the links in the description. Give us a follow, much appreciated, and enjoy. And I will see all of you later on tonight for video number 2. I'll see you then. Have a good one, people. Have a good day. See you later. Take care and peace.